katika hewa yako napata uzima. Upendo wako unaniponya kila uchungu. Sauti yako ni dawa ya moyo wangu. Giza yote nyota zote zinaziweka mbinguni.
Oh, okay. We're from America, so this is like loud to us. They don't fear people. Are they aggressive?
It depends. It all depends.
Yeah, I mean, you don't bother them, they don't bother you.
Right.
Oh, okay, so if you don't bother them, they don't bother you. Okay. Oh, no, that's not true. Sometimes you don't bother people, they still go.
Oh,
That guy was sitting over there with them too. Just across the street, like, can you stop?
Kupenda katika mapenzi yetu hakuna mwisho. Ndoto zangu zimerejea na kweli tutashinda dhoruba zote pamoja. Kwa upendo wetu tutashinda maisha.
Yes, we are at the Giraffe Center, guys. Take a look at this.
And I didn't even say welcome back to the channel, guys.
Welcome back to the channel. So
Hey.
yes, guys, today we are starting at the Giraffe Center.
We are gonna
We
go to
have
the...
my brother Goga
Look at
over
him,
there.
look at him, look at him. Walking so gracefully.
Yes. And
You guys look like you're local settled in.
yes.
Yeah.
Goga.
Yes, yes, hey darling. Oh, you know what? Let me put this in your
Yeah, I thought so.
So when you first come in, you wash your hands. Here's a sign. Karibu. Welcome to the Giraffe Center, guys. Okay.
They're riding. What's that? One resident, one non-resident.
So here's the entrance to the Giraffe Center, guys. Hello. Thank you.
Okay, let's put for the giraffes.
Thank you.
You
Yes.
feed them like this. One at a time.
One at a time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So avoid using your palm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like that.
2 fingers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your hair's so pretty.
Then
Sorry?
Your hair's so pretty.
let me see you guys.
You're welcome.
Well,
Thank
Gina, how you gonna feed the giraffe?
She said to feed the giraffe like this.
Excellent. Goga?
Hello.
Excellent. Okay. Dumbo. Yes.
Good morning.
2025. It was Jock 9 and Ururu's time.
Hold on, look.
This June, one male and one female Rothschild giraffes of age 2 and 3 respectively have been born and reared at the Giraffe Center since then.
The Giraffe Center is committed to supporting the reintroduction of endangered or near-threatened wildlife species to ensure we are able to maintain a balanced ecosystem.
Do not use your palms.
Don't get scared now, Gina.
Oh, they're so cute. Really just be like.
Gina, hold this for me, please.
They'll be licking your hand.
I'm not gonna lie, when she gave us the shells, I'm like, we're gonna feed the giraffe these shells? Like, they can't eat these.
like the bulls and stuff. Like,
Platform through which I'm sure we're going to achieve sustainable development.
Oh, they built it up since you've been here.
it's like it's totally like been given like a facelift.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be quite old, rusty. Now there's a whole way.
Oh, so this was here before?
It was there, but it was like so old, you know, like
Oh, okay.
wooden and stuff.
Because they're making money now. They're like,
For the kids, you have to book in advance, like a week.
really? Like your trip?
It's always a whole treat for student kids.
Yeah, so.
This is the content.
Yes. Look at Jeffrey.
Oh, and we also in one of the. So this neighborhood is actually where the Huizu live. It's called Current. So you probably saw a lot of trees, the leafy suburbs, literally, figuratively. So that's why like there's so many trees around this place. We could go to the other giraffe that's
Yeah. Look, Gina.
Il faut éviter girafe.
Did you capture this, Jason? Watch for giraffe headbutt.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you put one on my
Excited.
Okay, are you ready?
Give me one, Jason. Give me one. You want to try it? Headbutt?
Oh, not the bucket.
What are you doing? He didn't take it. He didn't take it. Wait, one more time. Let me try to keep my facial expressions right.
I want to keep this in your head.
Wow.
Okay, put it in my head. Okay, and then move away. I will move away.
Come, feed me.
Get away! Get away! Get away!
You stole it all. You saw him? I know, that was fun. He stole all my phone.
Did he?
It's a long tongue. Yeah, he'll take the whole thing. I just feel like
Okay, let's leave the baby.
At least it's in a moment.
yeah. He's going to take the bowl. Oh, thank you. I keep forgetting.
It's too bright.
Yeah, I don't want him to lick me.
Gina,
Okay.
you can't be scared. You can't go like
I know.
that.
I got to
You
move the
can't.
bowl back so he can't get
Oh,
it.
look.
One more.
Look. Like this.
Okay, come. Go back.
Yeah? He's not seeing it on your head. Oh, nope. So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Jason and Gina. So I ran into the beautiful Fari here at the Giraffe Park. And tell them where you're from, Fari.
So I'm originally from Senegal, West Africa, but I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am here alone, solo dolo.
Oh, solo.
Yes, I
Wow,
don't
I'm
know
impressed.
a single soul in Kenya, and I arrived before yesterday. I'm here until Saturday, so I'm just winging it.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question? What made you want to travel solo dolo to Kenya?
That's a good question. So Kenya is not the first country that I've traveled to alone. Like I said, I'm from Senegal, and I want to experience other countries outside of my own. So I've been to Rwanda on my own, Johannesburg, and now Kenya. And I just like, traveling and experiencing new.
Okay, new things, right?
Absolutely beautiful. Well, it's our first time here in Kenya, and she's from Senegal. And I'm just impressed that you traveled this far by yourself. I think the furthest I've ever traveled alone was Chicago and Texas. But it was such a, because I heard her talking, and I said, wait a minute, she's not from out here. She sounds like she's from America. So you know me. I gave her a card to subscribe to Jason and Gina.
Definitely will.
Yes, and please stay connected with us.
I will.
It was a pleasure meeting you, darling.
Nice meeting you,
Yes,
too.
yes, yes.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Jason and Gina, Fari. Hey,
Look.
we are in Africa,
Yes,
Kenya.
guys.
Yeah, say, you know what? I want to say something. Say, we outside.
We outside.
Later.
The David Sheldrick.
Oh yeah, the monkeys.
I mean, not the monkey, the elephant part.
Not so far from here.
Yeah, I've heard about that one, but you have to make a reservation. So I'm gonna do that. And then the national park, I've heard about
National
that.
Park, yeah, preferably do a early morning
like
trip
6:30
or,
in the morning.
or sunset.
But
So that's
aside
when-
from those three,
That's when you get to see animals. Because during the day when it's hot like this, they're hibernating. So you have to start your day early for the national park. Also think of doing a slum tour. That would be nice.
a what tour?
A slum tour, the Kibera slums.
I haven't heard of that one
The,
yet.
one
Yeah.
of the biggest slums in Africa.
Okay.
So it gives you a very different perspective on life generally and how people live, and you get to see literally the biggest, how the biggest population in Nairobi actually, the real life people stay. So you could do like a tour like that. I think that should take you like 2-3 hours. It will be really a great experience. I know that you want to be in Nairobi the entire time, or you thinking of venturing out?
No, I'm gonna stay within Nairobi because I'm by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Westlands. You were telling us something
I
that's like.
went to Westlands yesterday to look at like different properties and stuff. Other than that, yeah. Have you guys been to? I think it's Gicomba Market.
Gikomba Market? Oh yeah.
Have you guys been there?
No.
You need company.
I want to go there so bad, but everyone is telling me go with company.
Yes, go with company. They went close to there because it's literally near the market. The fruit
When do you want to
market.
go?
Yeah.
Anytime. I'm here until Saturday.
Give her a number. Hey.
Yeah,
No,
if you
send
guys
us a
are going,
message
You
on
know what? Let me give you my Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back, guys.
I've never posted it anywhere, not on my Instagram. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a video. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
This is in. Yeah. This was in Senegal. I was definitely watch. Yeah. I need to start posting this video.
It was a beautiful country. Did you take a picture near the statue, that famous statue in Senegal?
Actually, my house is right down the street. I can literally see the statue from my house.
Hey, baby.
Guys,
Be nice,
find
okay?
Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us. There he is.
And she's pregnant.
Okay.
Full. Bye, Jeffrey.
Wow. She?
Yeah, look, you see? Pregnant.
Where is she? Oh, wow. I didn't even see. Yeah, she's pregnant.
You see how her stomach is like pulsing?
She was trying to take my head off.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. She was like, Aw.
Hey.
Jason, let me get you and go get picture with the giraffe.
Yeah, good idea.
Finished feeding, we move to the information center and we run about here during the afternoon and after for the morning. Yeah. So in the morning, the mama, after mama, they come here, they go back.
There you go. And that's it. No.
Kelly. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're pregnant. Somebody gave you
He says she's not pregnant. This is big.
No, that one.
No, I thought that one was pregnant. This one is just big.
That was a perfect one, man. One second. Move it close.
I only got one left. The other one.
After you're done with your shells, you drop them in here.
Yeah. Oh, he said that only funny we have.
Oh, look. Had to take a leak. She's like, leave me alone.
I'm not gonna feed you. I'm gonna let you take it.
Take your time, take your time.
You know what the Barbados Coast Surgery is. Absolutely amazing.
It sounds like the ground gonna go. Ba-doo, ba-doo.
Those things are. They stink.
That's wild animals, baby.
They got his feet in some kind of green thing. I didn't know you could do that.
I don't know where they got it from.
I think you're supposed to do that. She said it was. She said that's the male over there.
Oh, that guy's he's a mean
she
one.
said he was a mean one. She said he ran off. He's bigger than all of them.
Yeah, look
So
at him.
maybe that's his baby mama.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's his baby mother right there.
He's just watching. I'm like, all right, don't get too close to my family, y'all.
I wonder if they're all related. Like, like children. Can I ask you a question? Are they all related? Like, is it a mother, father?
Yes, this is a family.
Oh. So that's the mom. That's the mom right there? She's pregnant, right?
Yes.
And these are her babies?
The other ones are babies. We have the older one who is 24 years old.
Oh,
The tall
24.
one is 24 years old?
Yes.
And that is the big one that's out there.
Yes, he's 13 years old.
13?
13. Okay. Is that another male, the 24-year-old? That's a girl?
It's a female.
Okay.
We only have 2 males. The little male is 1 year old, and the other one is 13 years old.
Okay.
That giraffe is 1 year old?
Yes.
Wow.
We have one who is 10 months.
Where?
The other one.
10 months?
10 months.
Wow. Look how big it is for 10 months. One kick.
They have different names. So this is Jock.
Jock?
That is Mpopi.
And Boki.
And Kaylee.
Kaylee.
We have Daisy's cows.
Daisy's couch?
Yes.
Daisy, who's Daisy's couch?
Daisy's cows. The one who is 10 months old.
The baby.
The baby. We also have Gloria.
Gloria.
We have Salma.
Salma.
Daisy.
And what's mom's name?
Daisy.
Daisy.
Daisy and Salma.
Aww.
Oh, look, the boy. He must have come check you out,
You heard her
man.
talking about you? Hi. What's his name again?
This is Jock.
Hi, Jock.
Joke.
And you looked, so you know your name, huh? Hey.
Enjoy, Joke.
Thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
Oh wow, you know I don't have food.
He's like, get away. Oh, no.
No. There you go, Joke. Enjoy, Joke.
Go ahead.
You just capture like, do you have moments?
Yes, yes, yes. Joke, come back and eat.
No, I want to take a picture.
There you go, Jock. Mmm.
Nice.
Mmm. Like, mmm, that's good. That's some good stuff. Right, Jock? Yummy, yummy, Jock.
She's pregnant.
Yes.
How long is the labor?
Yeah, so the gestation period is 15 to 18 months.
Wow.
Female giraffes can be able to prolong the pregnancy, they can stabilize it. So they can do that because it's not safe for the calf. Until she sees it's safe for the calf, it's when she will give birth. So until she sees rain. They give birth when it's raining and they also mate when it's raining.
Wow.
Okay, so they
Yes.
won't give birth unless it's raining, and they
Yes.
mate when it's raining. So they can
Yes.
hold the baby for 15 months?
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not a giraffe. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to do it.
So in case if there's drought, high increase in hyenas and lions, they can be able to prolong the pregnancy. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. What's your name?
Alice.
Oh, Alice, thank you. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So you heard that, guys. Alice said 15 months, and they can also prolong the pregnancy until they feel it's safe for the baby to be born. Thank you for that. I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
You're welcome.
Yes, you can be on YouTube.
Want to be on YouTube, bro?
We all can be on YouTube.
So
Yeah.
how do we find out if it's a woman or
So for males, they have dark spots compared to the females. You can see Eddie over there. His spots are quite darker. Yes, compared to the females, for theirs it's quite light brown. Yes, males, their spots tend to be dark brown in color. So as they mature, males tend to grow taller than females. You see, that's our oldest giraffe, Kelly, and she's shorter.
And she's darker.
Yeah, and she's
So
light.
they
it's
shrink.
light brown.
They shrink.
The females just retain the 16 feet height. For males, they can go up to 18 feet.
Wow.
They grow taller than females. Yes, so Eddie is 13 and Kelly is 24, and he's way taller than Kelly.
I like how you guys named it.
Yeah. So for the females, we name them after flowers, and from the month they were born. And for males, we name them after plants. And some of them, we've named them after our founders. There's Jock, there's Betty, the founders of that house. Yes. And they were the people who brought the first giraffes here. This whole land is theirs. Oh, wow. Yes. So they died, unfortunately, and left the house as a luxurious hotel, the Giraffe Manor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're going to go check it out right now.
So this is the youngest, Jock. Jock is the youngest male we have. So you see his spots are way darker compared to the females.
Yes.
Yes. Apart from the thing down there, we can compare with the spots.
It seems like you can hear when you call him.
Yeah, you heard a jock in here.
Yeah. So Walter Rothschild was the one who discovered that the male Rothschild giraffe have up to 5 horns. We don't call them horns, it's ossicons. One here, 2 here, and 2 at the back.
Okay.
So after discovering that, he gave the name Rothschild giraffe to them. After him.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you for the information. Very.
And you said they only mate when it's raining.
Yes, because at that time lions are usually away. They don't like rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, also wildcats are usually away when it's raining. So they can mate when it's raining and they can give birth when it's raining. Yeah.
Good information.
So we are here at the Giraffe Park, and I ran into these 3 gentlemen. Introduce yourself.
I'm Mustafa from Cairo. I'm here for work with Itu from South Africa.
Yeah, Itu Mele from South Africa.
Yeah, we're really happy to be here, and it was an honor to meet her in person.
Yes.
So we thought we'd join the channel as well.
That's right. Thank you so much. So we were here just hanging out, feeding the giraffes, and Alice was giving us some information about the giraffes, and I told her we were filming for YouTube, and they said, hey, we want to be on YouTube too. This is what I love about Kenya. People are so friendly, welcoming. So I'm going to give you guys a card, Jason and Gina. Jason and Gina. Right. We're from New York City, so when you get a chance, go over there and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you were there, and hopefully we'll stay connected on YouTube.
All right.
So I want you guys to say something. Come close. Okay. I want you guys to say, we outside. We outside. Say it. We outside. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
I appreciate you.
So we are to the breeding stage, which means we only have the breeding herd. The giraffes tend to have 2 types of herds. We have the breeding herd and we have the bachelor's herd. So the breeding herd is whereby we have 1 dominant male, a maximum of 6 wives, then the rest can be kids. So in the wild, a breeding herd you can find it goes around 2 to 30 giraffes, while the bachelor's herd can go around 2 to 50 giraffes. So the reason why the breeding herd only has 1 dominant male is because if we dare put 2 dominant males in 1 breeding herd, they fight via the making till one kills the other. So to avoid them killing each other, that's why we only maintain 1 dominant male. But here we have 3 females, then the rest are kids. The reason also why we have 9 and we cannot have a maximum 20 is because of how they tend to need a very wide space for themselves. So Giraffe Center is only 120 acres. We have 20 acres on the center, then 100 acres on the sunshine. So that's why we are only able to keep a maximum of 12 to 13 giraffes, and that is why we have 9. But remember, I've said that the 3 breeders, that is Salma, Kelly, and Daisy, are pregnant. So soon the number will increase, and due to that is on the why we always ensure that we always try to balance them. So currently, 2 weeks ago, we translocated 2 giraffes, which was Tururu and Jock 9. We translocated them so that they create space for the ones that are coming. And in March is the rainy season. This Rothschild giraffe because of the place that they are, they tend to give birth on the rainy seasons. So next month, if they were almost giving birth, they may expect to have newborn babies. That's why we also try to create space for them before they arrive. So these three giraffes that you have here, the Maasai, the reticulated, and the Rothschild, can breed amongst themselves, but you don't allow that. Reason being is because different parts of Kenya have different types of climate. So on the northern part of Kenya, it tends to be dry and hot, while on the western part of Kenya tend to be cool and wet. On the southern part of Kenya tend to have both. So it means that, for example, if I decide to take the reticulated and the Rothschild to breed, then the offspring will be the one to suffer now. Because remember, it will have the genes of a giraffe living in a hot, dry land, and it also have the genes of a giraffe living in a cool, wet land. So we'll not be able to know which best suits it. So that is why we don't allow the inbreeding amongst them, and also to avoid other diseases that may be brought by the subspecies to another subspecies. So that is why we only allow them to breed amongst themselves. So that's why if you find it difficult to know the giraffes, just use the location that they are. It will be able to tell you which giraffe you are going to see. So on the northern part, you only see the reticulated. There is no day you see the Maasai and the Rothschild. On the southern part, you only see the Maasai giraffe. And on the western part and along the Great Rift Valley, you'll only be able to see the Rothschild giraffe. And also apart from here, Giraffe Center, those are the other places you are going to see the Rothschild giraffe. So as I was talking about the breeding herds, so breeding herd, we say it has one dominant male. The bachelor's herd, this is whereby we now have the sexual mature males, but do not have their breeding herd. Giraffe sexual maturity tends to be from the age of 3 to 4 years, but a male giraffe that has reached a sexual maturity, which is 4, for it to be able to impregnate another female giraffe, it will take around another 2 to 3 years. So at the age of 7, that's when it is able to impregnate a female giraffe. So when they reach that age, they are always kicked from the breeding herd. Now to the bachelor's herd, because they are no longer kids. They need to find a breeding herd for themselves so that they may take care of the herd. So that is why they are always said they are the bachelors. So here they have to fight for dominancy each and every time so that they may be able to occupy a breeding herd that lacks a dominant male. So we have a few demonstrations here. Wow. So this one we call it the femur. Some tend to call it the half leg of the giraffe. It's the bone from this place up to here, above the knee. And only one tick of this is enough to kill that full-grown lion. And that is why you see that the giraffe tend to use their legs as their defense mechanism when it comes to predators. So this is because of its weight. You can pull the rings. Yeah, so you can just. So it's because of its weight, that's why they tend to use their legs as their defense mechanism. And that is why you only find that the biggest enemies are the cat family. So the cat family, I'm referring to the lion, we have the cheetah and we have the leopard. So they are the ones that always tend to kill the giraffes. Because the giraffes are mostly known. The giraffes are known to be the animals that are very persistent and they fight till they are dead. They never give up easily. So that is why you find that their biggest enemies are always the cat family, where we have the lion, we have the cheetah, and we have the leopard. Other predators don't tend to go for the giraffes because they know how strong and persistent the giraffes are. But also the cat family always attack them with the ambush method. They always ambush them. So the time they ambush them, we only have 4 times. 2 when they are weak and 2 when they are not able to see the predator. So when they are weak is when they are still babies because the lion are much stronger than them and when they are sick. So during these 2 times, they can also use the ambush attack to attack the giraffes. When they are drinking water, remember their eyes are on the water, watching out for the crocodiles. And also when they are sleeping, they are not able to see the danger, the predators. So also these 2 times, you will find that the cat family always try to go and kill them. So apart from that, those 4 times, there is no time that you will find a predator trying to kill the giraffe. Because even spotting that giraffe coming near you, it will be very hard. Because they tend to see danger at a very far distance. So apart from those times, there's no time that the giraffe is mostly killed. And that is why you see that most of them are very many in number. Because they don't have many predators like the other animals. So here we have the lower jaw of the giraffe. A grown adult has 32 teeth, so do the giraffe. We share the same number of teeth. So they have 32, we have 32, but now what differs is the dental formula. Our dental formula and theirs tend to be different. So they have 12 teeth here, 12 on the lower, 12 on the upper jaw. Then on the upper and the lower jaw in front here, they also have teeth. So the reason why you see these teeth are far apart is because we say the giraffes are ruminants. When I say ruminants, I mean an animal that chews cud. And remember, an animal that chews cud tend to have 4 stomachs. So the giraffes also tend to have 4 stomachs. So which means they have to chew food 4 times for a full digestion. So the front teeth, they use for picking leaves from the branches or eating the skins of the branches. So this one. And these ones, remember, when now they're taking food from the first to the second stomach and the cycle continues, the food needs to be chewed again. So that one, because of their long neck, you are able to see the movement of food from the stomach back to the mouth. They chew it now, this is where this teeth steps in. They use this to chew cud, taking food from the first, the second, the third, the fourth stomach. Yeah, so this is the lower jaw.
Okay, the name right here.
Yeah, say that.
So over here, we have the neck or the cervical vertebrae of the giraffe. This one is the one that enables it to have the long neck that you see. So it's because of this cervical vertebrae. And another thing you share in common with them, a human has 7 cervical vertebrae, so do the giraffe. They also have 7 neck or cervical vertebrae. So should we say they have a long neck or a short neck? No.
Yeah, it's a long neck.
But you share the same number of neck vertebrae.
Right. How come?
So we have 2 main reasons why we share the same number of neck vertebrae, but now we tend to differ in terms of physical appearance. So one is because their neck vertebrae are big, as you can see. This is only 1 neck vertebrae. It's not the 7.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're thinking it's the 7, this is only 1 neck vertebrae of the giraffe. So the neck vertebrae of the giraffe tend to pile one after the other. They go in a vertical motion. So they pile 1, 2, 3 up to number 7. So that is why you see they have the long neck. It's because of their neck vertebrae, the arrangement of their neck. So due to that is the why you see we have the difference in our neck appearance. A human neck vertebrae tend to go in a circular motion and are also smaller in size. So that is now what brings the difference. And also because of their neck, we tend to find that their biggest problem or the biggest thing they always suffer from is blood pressure. So a giraffe pumps blood 3 times that of a normal human being. And that's also because their neck vertebrae are also near their heart. So you find the heart of a giraffe is somewhere around here.
Look at this.
And that is why they suffer from blood pressure. So due to this, you'll find that the giraffe tend to do most of the things while they are standing. A giraffe will give birth while standing, but they only give birth to 1 calf. So the calf, after 1 hour, maximum of 10 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes, the calf is able to walk on itself and also eat. This is because of the gravity of the push from the mother's part where it comes from up to down. So the gravity allows them to be able to get used to the environment that they are. And a baby calf that is born, a giraffe calf that is born, is always 2 meters tall. So a giraffe baby that is born is always 2 meters tall, taller than a grown adult. Yeah. So most of the things they do while standing. So this is to allow to because of their blood pressure, suffering from that blood pressure. So if they are not that keen, if they tend to take their neck down, it will lead to blood clotting. So if blood clotting occurs now, it damages how the circulation of the blood everywhere in the body. So this may lead to their death. And that is why when if a giraffe is lying down, you will always find that the neck is always straight. So this one is to allow the even circulation of blood. When it is drinking water, you'll see that the first 2 legs it's spread so that it allows the air to go down. So that one is just to allow the even circulation of blood everywhere. So that is why most of the things the giraffe do while standing. Because if they allow their neck to go down, or if they go down for a very long time, they tend to have that blood clotting, which does not allow even circulation of blood to the body. So that is why they do everything while standing. And even if you are taking them back to the wild, we always translocate them while they are standing. So we have to ensure that the lorry that they are in is up, the upper part is open, so we'll be able to see the head, but these parts tend to be covered. And that is why also we have to translocate them when they are not yet that grown much. So we always translocate them at the age of 2 to 3 years, when they are still short in size. They are not, because we have the first 4 giraffes, we cannot translocate them now because of their height. And remember, we have electrical lines, electricity lines, so it will be easy for them to get near them. So that's why we have to ensure that there are heights that are able to be portable. So that's the reason why. We have, apart from the giraffe, we have another animal here. Anyone with an idea? Yeah, exactly. So this is the skull of a puma. Some tend to call it the warthog. The puma now is from the Lion King movie. And actually, whenever you say pumba, it's a short form of a Swahili word to mean pumbavu, which is actually stupid. So whenever you're saying pumba, you're referring to stupid. So this one was given a name in the movie. One, to give it a name in the movie for easy memory, and also to remove its character. So it tends to say that the warthog tend to be very stupid. But you'll find them with the giraffe. So this is because when Giraffe Center was initially started, it was for the giraffe and not the pumbas. So the warthogs that we have here originated from Nairobi National Park. When they came to Giraffe Center, they found the giraffes here, and because they have been known to be friends ever since, they also decided to make Giraffe Center their home. So that is why you see we have them also here. So the reason is because they are friends, but they are not only friends, they are friends with benefit. They both benefit from each other. So there is a way the giraffe benefit from the warthog, and there is a way the warthog tend to benefit from the giraffe. So how do the warthog benefit from the giraffe? Anyone with an idea?
The predators,
Exactly.
Yes.
Predators. So remember we say the giraffe have the long neck, and actually they really have a very good eyesight. The giraffe can see 3 kilometers from where they are. And remember, they tend to rotate their heads to 70 degrees. This is because the cervical vertebrae do not fully touch their heads, like us human, enabling us only to rotate 180 degrees. For the giraffe, they tend to do the 270 degrees. And remember, they see from 3 kilometers. So 270 degrees and 3 kilometers from where they are, it's a very big wide acre of land to spot danger. So it means that they are able to spot danger much earlier. And that is also why you cannot easily attack them. So that is why when they see a predator, they will run much faster before the predator reaches from where they are. And like the warthogs, they tend to be very short, and they also have a very poor eyesight. They cannot be able to spot danger. So they tend to rely on the giraffe to be their eyesight. So whenever they see the giraffes running, they will follow the giraffes, knowing that their eyesight has spotted danger. So that happens most of the time here. If the giraffes run, you'll see the warthogs following them, not wanting to know why are they running. So they know that where their eyesight goes, that is much safer from where they are on their home. So that is how they benefit from the giraffe and tend to be very close to where the giraffes are. So how the giraffe benefit from the warthog tend to be very negative, but now it's nature. Anyone that can think on the negative side? So So how they benefit is, if there was a predator that was not spotted much early enough by the giraffe, when the predator comes closer, it will find the warthog and the giraffe together. Knowing the nature of the giraffes, they are persistent and don't give up easily. The predator will acquire a lot of strength and also a lot of time to kill it. Unlike the warthog, which is very easy to kill, the predator will require less strength and also less time to kill it. And remember, because they both chew cud, it means it's just the same food from different animals. So due to that, now the predator shifts its target from the giraffe to go to the warthog. So the giraffe always tend to use the warthog as the scapegoat in times of danger, and that is why we say the warthogs tend to be very stupid. Because they don't see their friends use them to escape death, not danger. This is escaping death.
Yep.
So
Life
due
lesson.
to that is why we say they are very stupid. Because
Life
they should
lesson,
find
guys.
another friend, but they don't tend to do that. So because of that, and the reason why they are stupid is because they forget very easily. So they don't remember what their friends always do to them. And the reason why they forget very easily is because of their brain capacity. So remember, the animal's intelligence is always determined by their brain capacity. So in this old skull, this is the brain capacity of the warthog.
Wow.
Only one finger can enter. So you can have a look. Then perception. So due to that is why they forget very easily and only tend to keep the most important information to them. So this is the information of their family, information of where they are going to sleep, because they tend to change their places of sleeping, and also information about their friends. That is why they have been friends for a very long time. So over here, we have the lower jaw of the warthog and the tusk of the warthog. The ones that you see are always at this place. So this is the tusk. Remember, I said they also chew cud. So that is why you see they have the difference on the teeth. So you can So apart from the giraffes, anybody has a question about the giraffes or the giraffe center, you're free to ask. Otherwise, I've concluded my presentation.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Yes, yes. If you're ever in Kenya, you have to come to the Giraffe Center.
And
Amazing.
reach out to Goga.
And reach out to Goga, the ultimate plug and tour guide. Reach out to Yoga with Goga, and if you do not have him, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Support is free, guys.
He hosted us in Kenya. Go follow him.
Time is
Yoga
up.
with Goga. I saw you in the fruit market with the African prince.
You know you're a mess.
She did. I said, yeah. She said, yeah. She said she's down there with royalty.
Cool.
Guys, look who we have here. We have
Hey, David.
It's your boy, David RT.
Yes.
David's Relax Talks.
That's
At
it.
La Bona Pronto, Upper Hill, Nairobi, Kenya.
Upper Hills.
Place to party.
That's it.
Yes, Eve
It's
is
here in the
finally
flesh.
In the flesh. It's so wonderful to finally meet her. I'm always.
Guys, we had David RT's.
We are at.
Look, this is where we are.
Yes. Guys, this place is beautiful.
La Bona Pronto. This place is amazing.
Yeah, Upper Hill. I am at La Bona Pronto, and I ran into the beautiful
Jen, Chico.
Yes, and we are here at this amazing property. I don't even know what to call it. A restaurant, a hotel. It's just.
It has it all.
It has it all.
Everything.
It has it all.
If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been sleeping on something realer. Through the highs and lows, they still believe us. Spreading love, turning doubters into dreamers. You can say unsubscribe all you want, but they still right here standing strong. If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been missing out for too long. Yo, from the gutter to the grind, they made it with no favors, no shortcuts, just blood, sweat, and labor. Built it from the mud, every brick was earned. Now they lighten up the city like a fire that burns. New York hustle, they moving with pride. 10 toes down, can't shake them with the tide. When the critics came through, trying to break their name, they just leveled up harder, now they changing the game. No gimmicks, no fakes, just raw and legit. While you talk, they evolve, ain't no time for that quit. Every view, every like, that's a piece of the grind. They don't need your permission, they already aligned. If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been sleeping on something realer. Through the highs and lows, they still believe us. Spreading love, turning doubters into dreamers. You can say unsubscribe all you want, but they still right here standing strong. If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been missing out for too long. No sell out, no cap, they don't bend, they don't fold. Stay solid, ice cold, with a story that's bold. From the Bronx to BK, they rep that real flame. No clout, just respect, they ain't playing no games. Yo, they took every shot, every dagger they threw. Kept moving through the hate, now the numbers just grew. Real honest and raw, ain't no filter applied. What you see is what you get, they ain't switching the vibe. They hold the line with pride, no time for the fake. Built they lane from the pain, made it hard to mistake. When you talk that talk, better speak with some class, cause they built an empire that's destined to last. If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been sleeping on something realer. Through the highs and lows, they still believe us. Spreading love, turning doubters into dreamers. You can say unsubscribe all you want, but they still right here standing strong. If you didn't know about Jason and Gina, you've been missing out for too long. Nah, you can't stop them. Unsub all you want, guess what? They still here, still growing. Jason and Gina, NYC strong. Nah, you can't stop them. Unsub all you want, guess what? They still here, still growing. Jason and Gina, NYC strong.